Vulnerability is not always equal to weakness, so don't confuse the two. A common mistake that I find plenty people making in friendships, partnerships, relationships, even sometimes marriages, is that one person begins to assume that because this person is vulnerable with me, it means they are weak. If you are one of the people who thinks this way, then you will begin to understand why you are somehow feeling over important in some people's lives. Vulnerability in itself is more of a show of good faith. Somebody seeing you and trusting you enough to tell you what they are going through, or what's going on with them. It doesn't always mean that the person is too weak to handle whatever it is that they are telling you. It just means that I know this is something that is personal to me. I know this is something that is peculiar to me. I know this is something that doesn't necessarily involve you or concern you, but I am choosing to tell you. I know that you can choose to use this information against me, but I still trust you enough to be vulnerable with you. Of course, sometimes vulnerability comes with the aspect where you need help from that person. For instance, say I'm struggling with something and then I open up to a friend about it. Sometimes it's because I trust that they have a solution that they can offer me. But that's not always the case, because there are times that I might just want to tell you something that has already happened, something that is past. And I just want to share it because I want the bond of whatever is between us to grow stronger. Now, it does not mean that I am too weak to handle what I just told you. Neither does it mean that I am too weak to help myself when next something like that happens. So don't always assume that because somebody is vulnerable with you, it means that they are helpless. When you begin to feel that way, you start looking down on the person, whether you like it or not, because you feel like, if not because of me, you would not be able to go through this or to handle this and all of that. And at the end of the day, you shall be replaced. Oh yes, thou shall be replaced. Nobody wants to be in any kind of relationship with somebody who is going to look down on them, whether you accept it or not, except for those who are actually on the hunt for toxic relationships. For those people, the strength of the Lord be with you. But a healthy thinking human being does not want to be in any kind of relationship, whether business partnership, romantic relationship, whatever it is, with somebody who will look down on them. So when somebody sees that you're beginning to look down on them because they were vulnerable with you, it's only a matter of time before they lock up. And of course, there can be no friendship without vulnerability. Yes. And there can be no relationship without vulnerability, because vulnerability is a product of trust. If I don't trust you, I can't be vulnerable with you. If I don't trust you, I cannot tell you things that you need to know in order to keep our friendship alive. So, the fact that somebody is vulnerable with you does not mean that you should overplay your importance in that person's life or in that situation that they talked to you about. Unless if the person has specifically mentioned or told you, I need your help with this, or without your help, I won't be able to survive this. In that case, by all means, sit on your throne. But if they no give you throne, no go they do pass yourself.